Can you pass my millionaire mindset test? It's just one simple question, but if you're like most people, you're gonna fail miserably. In this video, in just a matter of seconds, I'm gonna give you this test. And I'm also gonna give it to you straight about why you're probably chasing the wrong financial goals, how your mindset can keep you broke, and 5 steps to help you flip the script. Like and subscribe if you want to start thinking rich and learn how to build wealth that lasts. Let's see if you can pass my millionaire mindset test. Here it is. Let's say that tomorrow you woke up, you went to the mailbox, and in there you found a check for $1 million from me to you. What would you do with it? In a minute, I'm going to ask you to pause the video and take a moment to think about and perhaps even write down all the different things you would do with that $1 million. And be honest about your dreams, no matter how wild they are. Pause the video now and hit play when you're done. Go ahead, I'll wait. All right, welcome back. What did you write down? Was it a new car, a new home, that vacation you always wanted, a brand new wardrobe? Did you decide to quit your job? Did you take that $1 million to go start a new business? Whatever you wrote down, it's okay. It's okay. But if it was those things, I want to challenge your thinking around money. What you wrote down gives us important clues into your mindset and whether or not you have a poor mindset or a rich mindset. The sad reality is for most people, they don't really want to become a millionaire. They just want to spend $1 million. They don't even know what it means to be a millionaire, let alone how millionaires spend their money, and more importantly, how they think about money. Most people just dream about spending $1 million, but few actually learn what it takes to become a millionaire and how to stay wealthy. That's the difference between a poor mindset and a rich mindset. And if you want to break the cycle of financial frustration, you need to start thinking the way a rich person thinks. And I'm going to break it down for you in 5 simple steps. Step number 1, you really need to understand the poor mindset. Here's the problem. People with a poor mindset focus on all the stuff they can buy. They don't focus on building generational wealth. They focus on using that money to enhance their current life, not investing it so that it can grow. They think about things like using that $1 million to go buy a house, to quit their job, to go spend it on a luxury car. Now, this all feels really good, but your money won't last if you do that. As a matter of fact, you no longer are a millionaire. And before you know it, you end up right back where you started. And this is what happens for most people who, for example, win the lottery. They get a big win, and then before they know it, they're right back where they started, begging for their old job back, struggling with money once again. But if you wrote down things you wanted to buy, don't be hard on yourself. It's not your fault. Our brains are actually wired to focus on short-term gratification, not long-term wealth building. But if you're ready to change your life around money, stick around because I got a few tools that you can use that'll really help you. Now that you understand the poor mindset, step 2, you have to adopt a rich mindset. Now, let's talk a little bit about the rich mindset. The rich mindset doesn't focus on buying things right now to make themselves feel better. They focus on investing for the future. And it's not about not buying anything at all. It's about using that money to create massive amounts of wealth. If you gave somebody with a rich mindset $1 million, do you know what they would do with it? They would invest 100% of it. And perhaps they might let it ride for years so that it becomes tens of millions of dollars. Or they start taking distributions from it immediately. In other words, they would invest that money and they would live off some of the income in returns. In financial planning, we call it the 4% rule. And theoretically, based on a bunch of studies, if you had $1 million that you invested, you could take out $40,000 a year for the rest of your life. And when you died, you'd still have that $1 million. Imagine having that type of financial security. And with that $40,000 a year, yes, you can invest in a business. You could buy a car. You can go on a vacation. You could save up a few years of that to buy a house. That's how rich people think. Step number 3, join the secret millionaire club. Here's the secret. Millionaires aren't flashy. You're being lied to on social media when you think that they are. No, most millionaires are quiet. They're quietly investing in their 401k and their IRAs. They're not splurging on sports cars and designer labels. No, that's not what they're doing. They focus on growing their wealth over time, not spending all their money. If you have $1 million that comes into your life and you spend it all, you're broke again. And the fact is, you actually don't have to make a lot of money to join the secret millionaire club. In fact, most millionaires are employees and professionals. They're not even entrepreneurs. And they're certainly not making enormous incomes. As a matter of fact, many people who do have big incomes aren't millionaires because they spend all their money. The key is this: you just need to start saving and investing consistently. And if you haven't started now, start today, even if it's $1 a month. Even small amounts of investing will lead to big, big returns for you later on. Step number 4, you have to overcome your hardwiring. Our brains are designed for survival, not thinking about the future and growing generational wealth. Thousands of years ago, our ancestors didn't hoard possessions. They didn't hoard wealth. Hoarding things would result in food spoiling or making themselves vulnerable to predators or people in their tribe thinking that they're selfish and greedy. But today, we don't have to worry about those dangers. Yet our instincts teach us to spend everything we got and eat everything we can. But here's the good news. You can overcome this natural biological wiring. Start by having a really clear, exciting vision of why you want to become a millionaire and then put in place automatic investing every month. You want it to be automatic so you don't have to think about it. So you don't have to think about writing a check. Just set it and forget it. This is one of the most effective and simplest tools to becoming wealthy. Step number 5, you have to start thinking like a millionaire. Millionaires aren't relying on luck. They're relying on habits. They save, they invest, they make smart buying decisions, and they're focused on their future goals. They avoid credit card debt, and they look to have multiple sources of income. These habits aren't complicated, but when you put them in place, you will become wealthy. You don't need to be born rich to start thinking rich. You just need to take the first steps and then keep it going. Okay, and here is your next step. I encourage you to take on this challenge. Write down your top financial goals. Then automate saving and investing towards those goals. Even if it's just $1 a day, get started now. The sooner you start, the sooner that money will be put in place working for you, and the faster you'll reach your goals. If this video inspired you, subscribe, hit the like, and share it with somebody who needs to hear it. But let me know in the comments, did you pass the millionaire test? What do you think about it? Remember, the goal is not to spend $1 million. The goal is to become a millionaire. And in order to do that, you need to have that as part of your net worth. Then you can use that $1 million to generate money for you so that you can own your time and be financially free. Doesn't that sound great? Let's do this together.